Happy opening day, everybody. Go Cubs. So, if you're not familiar with the Gerber guides to these Golden Age comics, you need to be. If you're interested in the Golden Age, pick these up. Can you find probably more up to date information on the internet? Absolutely. When did these come out? I don't know. I'm not looking them up. And here I'll show you the Photojournal Guide to Comic Books. It goes A to J, K to Z. So if you're not familiar with these, some guy essentially went around, right? And here, let's get these guys out of here. You're not, well, I guess you're Golden Age, but let's get them out of there. And he went around and took pictures. So there's so many pictures of covers in here. Lots of awesome stuff. And I mean, just look at these beautiful, beautiful books. And then there's also a scarcity index that is inside there. And 4 is considered to be the average scarcity. So it's estimated that there's 1,000 to 2,000 copies. 5, obviously 1 through 3 are more than that. 5 is 200 to 1,000 copies. 6 is 50 to 200. 7 is 21 to 50. I think that's the highest number, lowest amount. That's not confusing. Anyway, so I've been using that as a guide and trying to kind of seek out some more rare books to add to my collection. Having said that, let's look at some books. I'm a sucker for a painted cover. A lot of these are romance books, by the way. This is from 1951. I paid $23.54 for this. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Super cool. Like I said, sucker for painted covers. It's by Ace Comics here, or Ace Publications. Real Love, November Real Love. Should have done a little bit more research for this, but I didn't, so here we are. The next book is from 1953, and then I have a couple pulps to show with it from 47 and 48. I paid $10.50 for this. I thought this was a really cool cover. The auction was ending. I put in my bid, and I won it. I was going to have to pay shipping, so as we all do, I'm scrambling to figure out what else I can add to the cart, but unfortunately, it was strictly just auctions, so some auctions were counting down, and I put in some bids, and this wasn't what I paid for these pulps. I paid, I don't know, $16 for, maybe for the both of them. They're cool, I like them, but for the price that I paid, they're not all that scarce, I guess, really. It's this Planet Stories from spring of 47. What's kind of cool about these is a lot of times pulps, this gets worn away, the spine of it, because they're notoriously printed on very poor quality paper. And then if you don't know pulps, it's just stories. It's just all some illustrations. And, there will be Robert E. Howard in these, I believe, right? Ray Bradbury, things like that. So just some cool books. I have a few pulps. They have really cool covers. Again, sucker for the painted cover. The next book I got, worse condition, but I think a cooler cover, even though that one's pretty sweet. That girl in green smoking those fools with something, who knows, some sort of gas. But I think this one's pretty cool. Got the damsel in distress on like some sort of war horse. Guy in the back coming to rescue her. So this is a Planet Stories. Valkyrie from the Void. Citadel of the Green Death. And they weren't numbered. As you can see, this is fall of 48, I think I said, and spring of 47 is how and the volumes changed from year to year. And then the numbers would just kind of restart. So, but those were pretty cool. They weren't that expensive, and from things from 1940, before 1950, 47 or 48, to be able to pick those up for $8 each, pretty cool. So the next book I have, again, with my Gerber guide here, has a scarcity index of 7. So according to Gerber, there's 21 to 50 of these, and I found 2 of them like it within the same week. So either that's just like a freak thing, or these were made whenever they were made, but probably like pre-internet or in the early days of the internet. So the information was fairly limited. So maybe they found a bulk of these. It's a pretty cool cover. I kind of have found with the romance, I really enjoy or think it's really catching to have the moon in the background, like I did on the. Found that. There's something really cool about that. So this is Fight for Love. 10 cents. What do I know about it? 1952. I paid $37 for this one. Pretty rough. I think the spine is basically all split. So I thought that was pretty cool though, $37 to get that scarcity index of 7. Whoa, look at that. But then, pretty shortly after, and obviously it presents a lot better, I found that one. And I paid $62.31 for that. That corner down there, you can see that, was not there when I purchased it. I did that. Just had the book in hand. Don't really remember what happened, but I just ended up dropping it. Crunch. So I don't know. It might be kind of be slightly brittle pages or something like that, but pretty cool cover. Like I said, I don't know. It's kind of hard to think that there are 21 to 50 of those, and boom, they both pop up within the same amount of time. The next book I got is pretty darn cool. This is from 1951. I paid $21.85 for this. This is a 5 on that scarcity index. So estimated 200 to 1,000 of these. But check this out. Santa Claus Parade. There is a reprint of this. This is the original. I can't remember what differentiated the two of them, but look at that. It's a howdy-doody looking people. Santa Claus Parade, 21 exciting holiday features. It's from 1951. I can't remember if there's pictures in here, if it's just text. Let's find out. So this is a Ziff Davis. There's a spine. I think there's the back too. Christmas morning at Santa's house. Just dreaming of all the kids he made happy. Isn't that sweet? Feet up. Job well done, St. Nick. Let's look inside. So it's comics. How to Draw Santa's Little Helper, the elf. So, pretty cool. This is all, snow, Santa-based, or at least snow-based anyway, Christmas-based stories. I'll have to give that a read sometime when it's the season. Just picked these up not too long ago. Put this one back. Changed trajectories a little bit with a book from 1971. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my notes here. Looks like I paid $46 for this. I don't know. I wrote all these and now I don't know what my notes mean. Anyway, this is Queen Size Special for My Love, number 1. I love how dramatic a lot of the romance covers are. She's walking away, crying. Well, I don't know if she's crying, but a lot of times they're crying. He'll never be mine, never. Look, he's just standing in the ocean. His pants are in the water. The wind's whipping his shirt. His abs are out. Sun's out. Gun's out. And it's hilarious to me. But it's also super cool with the green, the yellow, the red. She looks all right. And yeah, I picked that up. It's a super nice copy. Again, from 1971. I'm going to just say of my own accord that's pretty rare. I haven't really seen it too much online. You do searches and you see the same books over and over. And I didn't necessarily seek that one out. I just kind of found it along with this one. I thought this was a cool book. Then I was doing some research, and I guess it's fairly sought after. And I mean, I didn't skimp on it. I paid $380 for this. Okay, so I think maybe I paid $25 for the other one and $380 for this one. I can't remember. I think I paid $415 for the pair. I think that's all that matters. Don't know what they had it graded. I don't remember, but this is a pretty iconic cover. Obviously, these aren't pre-code. What did I say this was from? 67. But this reflection in the glasses beats, I don't even know what number it is. Y'all like that that Doc Ock cover with the reflection? There's so many reflection covers, and I think this one about tops them all. Look at that. Wow. There we go. Maybe that's where I got the crying. She's obviously upset. So many times they're guys kissing somebody else and they're crying. It's just funny. Isn't that great? Pop art, I would imagine. All that Liechtenstein stuff. You could just see that, I think. Big poster of that on somebody's wall or Art Deco-y or whatnot. This last book I got, this is pretty cool. This is also a 7 in the scarcity index. So 21 to 50. It's a rough shape. So like I said, there will be pictures of the comics in these books. But from time to time, they didn't have copies of those books. Like they, if they had in a run, it went from 4 to 6. They knew that a 5 more than likely existed, but sometimes they just couldn't track one down because there's not too many of them. And this is, I'm assuming, like that because there's no picture of King Comics 31 from 1938 in these books. And it's a Popeye cover. There's old Olive Oyl. I'm going to make a dress. He's thinking, what the hell did I get myself into? But it's low grade. Low grade is all get out. But again, if there's 21 to 50 of these in existence, it's pretty cool to have. The cover, I believe, is detached. I can't remember now. Yeah, won that on auction for $52. It's my first and only King Comics Popeye comic. Like I said, I just kind of, for a little bit of time there, I was running on trying to get all these scarce books that you can't find, even at a low grade, because I don't know, there's just something that is neat to me anyway, that not a lot of these are out there. You're not going to see this any day, whereas, with any Silver Age key, as cool as they are, you punch it in and you got your pick of the litter. Price dependent. So, yeah, I was excited about this haul. That book's cool. There's a lot of cool books here. Some of them I maybe am kind of like, oh, why did I get that one? I think that one's hilarious, so I like that one. I kind of messed up a little bit with these, but I mean, super cool covers. I wish this one was a little bit more high grade. But again, for $10.50 or something, it's pretty sweet. And that painted cover, just a sucker for it. I can't get away from it. All right, guys. More comics are on the way.